Hi, and welcome to the Coping with COVID podcast. Today we'll be sharing some tips and tricks on how to cope with COVID and how to become the healthiest version of yourself. So today we'll be discussing 4 topics, and they consist of health and fitness, anxiety, depression, and how to not fall into unhealthy addiction habits. So COVID has taken a major toll on our physical and mental health. So let's talk about how to cope. So in regards to anxiety, during the COVID-19 pandemic, worrying and anxiety has increased for many people around the world. Here are some tips to help cope with anxiety. So it's super important to limit media consumption to reduce anxiety. Watching or scrolling through the media makes us even more anxious, and an excess of news and visual images about a traumatic event can create symptoms of PTSD. So it's important to avoid reading about COVID before bedtime or even when you wake up in the morning. The media often creates an exaggerated impression of the global pandemic, so just learn to reduce that. And then also important to limit alcohol and caffeine. These have been known to aggravate anxiety and trigger panic attacks. And also take a time out, practice some yoga, meditation, get a massage if possible, or listen to music are some easy ways to help reduce anxiety. And then moving on to some depression tips. So you should improve your sleep, and you can do that by turning off electronics an hour before bed. Only use your bed for sleeping and avoid doing work in your bed or in your bedroom. It's also important to improve your diet. This could be key to reducing depressive symptoms. Learn how to stop negative thoughts by doing cognitive behavioral therapy with a therapist. This is proven to really help depression. Also, practice self-care and try to do it every week or every other week. Some self-care ideas are physical self-care, like eating out, getting enough exercise. Social self-care can be going out with friends, or with COVID, it could be Zooming your friends, calling your friends, just build your relationships with others that you care about. Mental self-care is practicing compassion for yourself. So create a night routine to calm yourself before going to bed, or even create a morning routine to help you just prepare for the day and get you in a good mental space. And then also journaling is big for dealing with depression. It allows you to throw all your thoughts, good or bad, on paper. You'll feel better after doing this, and try to do it every night and incorporate it into your nighttime routine. And also, meditation is a great tool to use when you feel overwhelmed or struggling. Some apps like Headspace and Calm really help you to focus on yourself and allow yourself to calm down. And just don't give up on yourself. You are worthy of feeling mentally okay and feeling happy. And then on to health and fitness tips. So eat a healthy breakfast. That'll help you to just set up your nutrition for the day and your mindset for the day. Next is to get moving, and movement can mean something different for everyone. It could be going to a workout class that's an hour long, or it could be going for a 5-minute walk or a 30-minute walk and putting in a podcast. It's just good to get your body moving and to even get outside. Also, it's so important to stay hydrated throughout the day. So 8 glasses of water per day is the standard, but honestly, you could aim for even more. It's so important to drink enough water. Next is to eat at least 5 portions of fruit and veggies. This will really help to just make sure you're getting those vitamins and minerals that you may not be getting if you weren't prioritizing fruits and vegetables. Also, it's important to go to sleep and wake up at the same time every single day. That'll help you to just tell your body to get in that routine, and make sure to have the same hours of sleep per night, and also just make sure you're getting enough sleep every night. And also eat food that makes you feel good. Just really practice being mindful with your eating and understand what foods make you feel better than others. And then when dealing with how to not fall into unhealthy addiction habits, So with quarantine being such an isolating activity to keep up for an entire year, it would make sense that it could be really easy to fall into unhealthy, addictive habits because no one is there to watch you, judge you, or moderate you. So some tips for that would be to see what those around you are doing around the time you would start drinking. So learn that there is more to do than drink to escape the hard times that we are all going through, especially because COVID is a pandemic. Everyone is experiencing this right now. You are absolutely not alone. Another tip is to create a reward system for yourself. So this can really be personalized. Find something that you really value and look forward to, and use that to your advantage. The next tip is to make mocktails. There's some amazing alternatives to alcohol that you can buy that can help you to satisfy that craving you may be having. The next tip is to get rid of alcohol and to not keep it in your house so it's not readily available to you. And then next is to know that you are not alone. A lot of people are turning to alcohol to cope with COVID as well, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't try to heal yourself. A lot of people are also trying to heal too, so know that you have access to help through friends, family, and resources like AA. So those are just a few tips to help you cope with COVID. I hope this podcast was helpful and gave you some ideas on how to become a healthier version of yourself. Thank you so much for tuning in.